So this is Dean with People Creative, and this is the review of the brand new 2024 Slingshot Slingwing NXT.
Let's get to it. Let's start pumping the wing. NXT, you pump 10 psi in that main strut and then 8 psi on the leading edge. Next up is the handles. Just like the V4, Slingwing V4, you've got the double hard handle and these clip on, and it's the same ergonomic shape in your hand as the V4 handles. Really impressed how stiff they are, nice and rigid, and makes the handle passing nice and easy. The main difference is canopy tension. This is probably the tightest canopy tension of all sling wings and javelin wings I've ever tested, and give and take with that is you got to adjust your pumping technique just a little bit with a tighter canopy, but you are rewarded with the angle of upwind attack you can go, and also just that firm feeling in your hands. On the leading edge, you've got like a rigid rubber type handle on the leading edge, not fabric. So if you're into flagging, you've got a nice stiff rubber handle to hold on to. Again, different on the NXT, you have two pump valves. You have the main strut and the leading edge, and it pumps up real quick, deflates real quick, and it's just like kind of like the supboard type with you press the valve in and it releases the air, and if you back the valve out and turn it half a turn, then you can pump the wing full of air. So again, here's kind of like a close-up of the valves. You will need the adapter for your slingshot pump for that. So anyway, enough talking, let's get on the water. On this particular afternoon, the wind was light. It was 10 to 14 miles an hour. I was using the 5.5 NXT, PTM 999, and the 80 liter Wingcraft V2. So first off, on the water, I just want to test the balance, kind of feel the wing in my hands, just not doing anything crazy. Just want to feel the balance of it. And the wing performs very well in your hands. Obviously, it was a light wind day, but there's no tachoing. The canopy, because it's tighter, it doesn't dump power. It doesn't pull you. Some of the older wings had a tendency to pull you downwind a little bit, whereas this one, you are going upwind, no problem, with that tighter canopy. And that's really the first impression I get of the wing. Balanced, it's light, and it drives you forward and then upwind also. So next up in the test, jibe and tack. And when you're tacking, there is so much going on, especially if you're learning your tacks. You're carving out wind, you're thinking about your hands and where the wing is and where your balance is over the foil. And so when you tack and you reach behind, you want that handle to be right there. You don't want the wing to fall down in light winds. You want it to be flying above your head. So when you reach back, you can just grab the handle. And the same thing with jibes is when you're jibing with wings, especially larger wings in light wind, it has a tendency to drop on you. And it's really annoying. You go through the carve and there's no wind, there's no power to pull you out. And also the wings drop on you at the same time. That's where I feel the Alula material really come into its own, because it's light and so stiff. It's not bending or deforming, if you like. So I know Lula's been out there a while. I remember seeing the very first wings by other manufacturers a few years ago. And it was a foil competition here in Florida, and I watched this guy go out with a 4.5 and could not believe how quick he got going in such little wind. It's amazing to watch. However, I've seen some pretty big disasters out there. you know, with stitching or bladders and just a combination of things going on. So I'm glad that Slingshot's taken their time with this wing. You know, you've got to get it right. It's obviously a lot of money. It's performance orientated. And so, again, it's just a nice that it's all come together. They didn't rush this out just for the point of being a trend. And another added bonus to the NXT is you can adjust the pressure in the wing. On the leading edge, you can actually, you know, if you pumped at 10-11 psi, nice super stiff, they call it like a performance engine. And if it gets windy and you just want the wing to sort of dump a little bit of power, just back off the psi, put maybe 8 or 9 psi into it. So you're changing the shape, you're making the wing sort of breathe better, depending on the wind condition, of course. Overall, I would say Slingshot has hit the nail on the head with this wing. Overall, it's very well made. Materials are perfect. I love the quick connect handles and the ability to adjust the pressure in the wing. As always, there are lots more videos to come, so please like, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.